And what you can do is, hey, when you sign up for a subscription, bring a friend and we'll give them a shisha for free. Let's say even if you add an extra $1,000 a month. But that's $1,000 you know guaranteed is coming in whether a person walks to the door and buys a hookah or doesn't. Like guaranteed. Yeah. So this episode today, we're gonna be interviewing Nathan from Bula Hookah Lounge. This specific episode is an interesting one. And the reason being is Nathan opened this specific location the end of February. And for those of you that know what happened 3 weeks later, let's go and meet Nathan and understand his story on how he was able to survive this crazy time and turbulent time when he got into business right at the beginning of this pandemic. So let's go have a chat with Nathan. Nathan, welcome to Locally Owned.
Thank you.
So Nathan, tell us a little bit about you. Obviously, we've got an interesting story regarding this crazy pandemic that we kind of went through and how you opened your business and what happened. But tell us a little bit about Bula Hookah Lounge.
Yeah, well, as you know, my name is Nathan. I'm 26 years old. Hookah has been something kind of new to us.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of new to us. It's been like maybe 3 or 4 years that we started smoking hookah. And this shop, we just opened it randomly, you know, just out of nowhere. We had an opportunity, something came around, and we saw the opportunity and we took it.
So you're a true opportunistic. When you see an opportunity, you jump right on it.
I'm the kind of guy, if you don't take a risk, you will never know.
That's true.
So,
and for 26, it's a good risk. Well, you took a little bit riskier than you anticipated.
Wrong time, but things happen.
But is it ever the wrong time? But you've come out, you've got a lot of hookah lounges in this kind of vicinity that are, specific competition. You're the young guy on the block, but you're smashing the numbers from what we've kind of seen and kind of people that have been talking about it. So tell us a little bit, like, what made you jump into this specific hospitality industry? Because there's a lot of working related for it.
So before I used to work in the nightclub, I was a bouncer in the nightclub. So like, eventually as a bouncer, I got promoted to a VIP host because I was better with customers, you know, instead of more of a fighting kind of style and arguing with people. And then I helped another hookah lounge.
Okay.
I helped out somebody else. And then kind of didn't take my opinions and the kind of ideas that I thought for him. He didn't take it in the right way. So I came here, which was a previous hookah lounge. Yeah. And I spoke to the owner, and things just came around. It just happened, man. It just happened. Like
it landed on your lap, and you jumped on it.
Yeah,
right?
It wasn't planned at all. Like, I wouldn't have ever dreamed or thought of opening a hookah lounge or sitting in a hookah lounge. So.
And now you're here.
Yeah.
Sweet. So what we're going to do is this one we're going to focus a little bit more on the business aspect, because there's some things that you've done that you've already mentioned that has helped your business. There's things that haven't helped your business. Yeah. So let's roll into the hookah lounge. We're actually going to smoke a shisha during this entire session and chat a little bit more about Bula Hookah Lounge and your business.
Sounds good.
Guys? As you guys saw outside, Nathan opened this hookah lounge. When did you open it, Nathan?
In February 28th.
February 28th. Now, for those of you thinking, and while you're watching this, February 28th, 2020, it was quite an interesting time to open a business, to say the least.
Yeah. We were only open, 3 weeks?
3 weeks,
3 weeks, and then announcement came out from Bonnie Henry, all restaurants, lounges, nightclubs,
anything hospitality, closed.
Yeah.
Now, Nathan, obviously you got into this business because you were doing some video work or photography work for another hookah lounge. You ended up here having the opportunity, it kind of, fell in your lap for the guy wanting to sell it. You bought it. You've done a phenomenal job.
Thank you.
Taking it, your social media, from what I've seen briefly, has been phenomenal. Tell us a little bit about kind of, since you launched, February 28th, 3 weeks later you just shut down. Those 3 weeks, what was it like?
Those 3 weeks were wild. The first day, my dad told me, he's like, why do people even go to hookah? Yeah. What the heck is it? Don't they have a life? I'm like, you'll see. It's something different, man. It's changing the game. Yeah, it's different. Yeah. He came on the first day and he saw a lineup of 40 people to get inside.
Outside?
Yeah.
Damn.
The lineup on the very first day, which was the first time I can say I was proud. You know? 40 people standing outside to get inside. He's like, damn. Yeah. This is good. Yeah, this is something that's gonna work. I'm like, hey man, just believe in me, trust me. Social media is the way to go. Yeah. You know?
So what were you doing on Instagram from December? Because that was a 2-month build-up, which is very smart on your part for doing that.
So I knew I got this hookah. This is called the Shisha Original, straight from Czech Republic. It's custom made.
Okay.
So in that time, I knew I was gonna buy this hookah.
Yeah.
So no, you've never seen anything like this, probably.
No.
Yeah.
This
like
is
this is
wide, bold.
Yeah. And this is Bohemian glass. It's something special, right?
Yeah.
I got my logo on. So I started advertising this hookah.
Yeah.
Posting this. This is something different, something new, something you'll never see. And I had one.
Yeah.
So I took a video, put it on the story in blue smoke.
Yeah.
To show people how much smoke comes out.
Yeah.
That story got shared like 700 times.
No way.
It got, because you can see on a business account, right, when it gets DM.
Shared,
700 people
shared it.
And sent it to people. So I was like, all right, I maybe have something going here, right?
Yeah.
Let's see what we can do. But hookah has been around in Burnaby for what, 15, 20 years probably? I don't know, a long time, right?
Yeah.
I just started doing hookah like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Right, so I don't really know.
So how do you feel being, so obviously in this specific part of town where we are in Burnaby right now, hookah's been around for a long time. I remember when I used to come downtown, party, come late night, just go and smoke hookah and go home. Coming into the business, being as young as you are in comparison to the industry, you know, what made you realize and kind of understand, okay, I need to be where people are hanging out, Instagram, social media. What made you kind of think of like pre-starting that? Is it something that you kind of knew going into when you bought it, like I need to do this, or was it something you researched?
It's something that I researched. Like, I don't really watch the news, but I go on YouTube and I watch videos, kind of like how you have your videos. I probably have seen one of your videos. I've seen different people and I watch and see their advertising tools, and I kind of took everybody's stuff. You know, I didn't pick one person's style. I kind of saw, and I'm like, you know what? I gotta take pictures of the inside. I gotta go on people's page and like their pictures to see. They're gonna, what the heck is this Bula place? You know, my girlfriend wasn't too happy, obviously, with that, right?
Liking random stuff on random chicks.
I was going on different people's Instagram, liking pictures, because they're gonna see, oh, this Bula Lounge has liked 4 of my pictures. What the heck is this place? Yeah. And they click on Bula Lounge and they come to my page. Oh, a new hookah lounge opening. Yeah. Let's follow and be the first ones to come. Because a lot of people want to be part of the cool crowd, you know? Yeah. Be the first people there, first people for the Snapchat, first for the Instagram. Yeah. Right? So that's kind of how I did that advertising. It's more from YouTube, honestly. Okay. Yeah, more from YouTube and just learning, yeah. Okay, sweet. Now we're gonna dig very deep into Instagram, and the reason being is because one of the companies that I own is an Instagram software, and we work with some of the biggest influencers, like I'm sure if you know the Nelk Boys, and all those guys, like they're clients of ours. So we work with some big guys. You opened on the 28th. February, I think it was like March 25th or something was when Bonnie Henry came out and announced that everything's locked down. What was going through your head at that point in time? I was like, oh man, I gotta go find a second job, man. Like I took this loan out. I'm like, oh man, I was stuck. Like I really didn't know what to do. My mom, dad, sister, my girlfriend, they really kind of motivated me to say, hey man, don't worry, it's gonna end soon. Yeah. You know, just wait, apply for whatever you can get. Yeah. I didn't qualify for that $40,000 loan, right? Because I was a new business, not a small business. I didn't have a payroll of $15,000. It was probably like $2,000 maybe. Right? So I was stuck, and then the rent and everything. I was like, oh man. So like I wasn't able to buy no new clothes. I was ate at home. I didn't go. All my friends went Cactus Club, wherever, you know. Chilling, I didn't do anything. Yeah. Right. So skip the dishes, nothing. Man. You know, I couldn't do anything. Humble beginnings, though, right? What's that? Like humble beginnings from business. Yeah, you know, and like if it wasn't for my family pushing me and say, hey, you can do it, man. Study, go. Yeah. I wouldn't have been sitting here. Yeah. I would have been somewhere else. Man. Ended up in a part of life where, you know, it kind of pushed you in a way where challenge kind of bred opportunity for you. Yeah, I can literally say for us that we started from the bottom. Inspiring to hear, because, you know, not only did you grow up a challenging home lifestyle or whatever you want to call it, home environment. You got into business on your own. You take a risk at 26, which most people, in my opinion, like I started when I was early 20s when I got into my companies. Mm-hmm. Like I remember days back in the day where I remember going through an A&W drive-through trying to buy a coffee and I couldn't afford a coffee. Yeah, like my debit card was like not insufficient funds. But those are the times when you're like, I don't know what's going to happen, and your back's up against the wall, and you're like, you know what, fuck this. I'm young enough, and I'm going to figure this out. And I'm sure that was kind of what was your mentality throughout it? Exactly. That was the exact same mentality. Like, if my mentality is, if you don't try, you'll never know. Maybe if I didn't do this, 1 year later, I see someone else buy this lounge, I'm like, shit, well, could have been me. Could have been me, right? Nothing. I don't want that mentality that what could have been. I want to say, let's try. What's even like worst case scenario in a situation like you were in? Like, let's say you mentioned earlier, like, because there's a lot of businesses that I'm talking to right now, they're have their asses handed to them, right? Like bankruptcy, like literally almost to the point where they're all foreclosing on their houses, etc. You were almost there, but you, like you mentioned, or could have been there if it wasn't for some of the the stimulus that the government came out with. But you're 26. Right? Like, even if you came back at 30 and restarted again, it would have been 4 years, 4 short years. Like, you would have... That's the same mentality my dad said. He said, hey, man, if we lose it, whatever, we'll go work another job. Even him, he's like 57 years old now.
Yeah.
He said, I'll go get another one, we'll do another side gig, we'll make it back.
Yeah.
So if my dad is telling me that, I can do it, man.
Yeah.
You know,
At 57 years old, that's inspiring.
I was like, shit, you know, I have that energy, I have that time. I'll go work in the nightclub again. I'll go whatever I have to do, right? I work already in the daytime, 5 to 2. I come here, I can do it again. It's not a big deal.
Exactly, and you're doing it right now because you're still, for most people watching this right now, it's like you guys just see business owners that we interview and it's like their main gig. Like this is like most small business, their main gig. But Nathan's working full time still.
Yeah.
Right. So tell us a little bit about that. So you're working crazy long hours.
Yeah.
And you're still supporting yourself. You know, I've seen small businesses that are just all they're doing is complaining, like, oh, you know, COVID happened or pandemic happened and it ruined me. But it's like, what did you do? What else did you do? You didn't let that stop you. You still kept going. You could have easily put your hands up and said, you know, screw it all. I'm done. But it's like, so you're still working full time. Tell the audience like some of the hours that you're putting, because you're putting in some serious fucking hours right now.
So I in June I broke my hand, so I'd been off for a little bit and I came back, but my hours were from 5 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Okay.
Come home, nap a little bit, come here, open the shop. I would be here for 5, make sure everything's sanitized and cleaned. Yeah. And then leave here 1 a.m., go home, shower again, go back to work.
Damn.
And then Friday, Saturday we close here at 3.
Yeah.
So then, there was no sleep at that time. I go home by the time cleaning here.
Yeah.
Right? And I still work here.
Yeah.
That's one thing people don't realize, that I stand outside and Friday, Saturday, people ask me, are you the promoter?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I don't tell many people that I am
you own
the
it
owner.
or whatever. Yeah,
right? Like if they ask me, they're like, hey, you're the owner? I'm like, I'll say, yeah. But if they say, hey, what do you do here? I'm like, I just work here.
Yeah.
You know, and people won't even know that I'm in the back making the hookahs for people.
There you go.
Right?
And still watching the lines outside and everything else.
Yeah, instead of sitting here, just putting my feet on the table, hiring people to work, it is a tough time. Corona time it is a tough time.
For every business,
yeah. So I'm going to put my work in. My girlfriend's here 7 days. She works in the daytime, 8 to 4, and comes here.
Backing you up over here.
Yeah, if I'm tired, she opens. If she's tired, I open. Like, you know, that's what it is.
A support system.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Support system. Now, let's transition a little bit. So you started marketing in December. You opened in February. Did you continue marketing from the time that things closed down till you got people to open back up?
Yes,
so tell us a little about that.
I changed the whole game.
Okay.
I made a hookah delivery. Yeah, I would deliver these hookahs to people's houses.
No.
Yeah, I needed money, man.
Yeah. So explain that theory. How did that come about to be? Because that's an epic pivot. I'm interested in how that worked out.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? Okay, we're closed. Skip the Dishes is delivering food from Cactus Club. I'm thinking, okay, Cactus Club's gonna go out of business too. How are they gonna? But they made a Skip the Dishes. If they can make a Bellini mix and send it to your house, I can make a hookah and send it to your house. Right? So my price on this hookah is $30 here. Yeah. I just doubled it. Yeah. And if you're obviously a little bit farther, then I add some
delivery.
Yeah. So they order whatever flavor they want. I take the hookah there.
Yeah.
And if they have the proper stove, they can make it. A lot of people know how to make their hookahs. If not, I go there, I make it, I leave it, and I go.
Damn.
And I still had my employees.
Yeah.
Why am I gonna, kind of pay them when I need that money?
Yeah.
So for $50, $60 a day, I felt like a little drug dealer going to different areas and dropping it off.
But push came to shove, and you got creative, and it's a good thing. Like we all go to Cactus, like love the Bellinis, and I remember like when Cactus shut down, I'm like, man, I just want a good Bellini. Like the weather was starting to be good and stuff, and then as soon as they announced like the Bellinis in a bottle, I started ordering like 3-4 bags at a time, just because it's like this until shit opens back up. I want to start.
That's kind of the concept. When I saw that Bellini come out, I'm like, hey. It just clicked in my mind that nobody is doing this. This hookah, people are coming here just for this hookah. Okay. So why don't I give them a different experience, Yeah. And they're going to Snapchat it. They're going to put it on Instagram. People are going to say, what the hell is that place? When we do open, they're going to come and try.
Yeah. Now, okay, so now let's transition. Instagram. Tell me why, because you meant, like right when we walked in here earlier, you said, most of the guys around here, they're old school, they're running the old ways, and you said they're not doing Instagram. And you're doing Instagram, and that's part of the reason why you've had the success that you've had. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Like these lounges have been around a long time. There's enough money in this business for everybody. There's no need to be greedy in this. Like, I have my crowd. Each lounge has their own crowd. But why I did Instagram was because when I worked in the nightclub, I went from a bouncer to a VIP promoter. Yeah. And people said, what's your Instagram? What's your Instagram? That time I didn't really use Snapchat, so they were adding me on Instagram. I'm like, okay. Then they would DM me, hey, can I get a table for $5? Can I get a table? I'm like, I had like 2,000 followers on Instagram. I'm like, okay. So Instagram is the way that people are contacting each other. They don't want to give their numbers out because you might prank call or whatever you might, So then I just started using Instagram. I just thought of different things. I started researching the big companies,
Yeah.
All their kind of photos are really organized and neat, and their page is all organized. You know, it attracts your eyes, right?
And you, one thing I noticed with yours is you're very vibrant on your Instagram. Like the colors, like even looking in the background that we're sitting here, some of the hookahs are pretty cool colors and stuff. And was there a theme that you chose to go down that route?
Yes, it was a theme, because the word Bula in Fiji is more like welcome, hello, good health. And it's like when you get off the plane, you're going to hear them say Bula.
Yeah.
So now you come here, we kind of wanted to educate people about Fiji as well, because not many people know where it is.
Bring some culture into it. Yeah.
Right, and it's more, people don't understand, when you go to Fiji, there's Chinese people, white people, brown people, it's multicultural, right?
Tons of
so it's like, there's no, no racist stuff
culture,
going on there. Yeah, everybody is one, right? So I wanted to bring that vibe here.
Yeah.
You can come here with your slippers and socks, and you'll be treated the same as the guy wearing the Gucci bag.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter, you have $10,000 or $1, you're going to be treated the same. If there's a lineup, doesn't matter, man.
Everybody's waiting.
Yeah, everybody's waiting in line. Yeah. Hey, bro, I got a little extra. Can I pass? No, man. Sorry. There's a lineup. You sit in the line and wait. Yeah. And that's one thing people respect here. Yeah. You know, it's fair game, right? So I wanted to bring that vibrant kind of color. Yeah. That it's happy. It's a jolly place. Yeah. You'll see on Friday and Saturday here, I will play some Pop Smoke once in a while, and then I see the crowd getting all hype. Yeah. I throw on a Backstreet Boys song.
And then people love it.
And then the people are like, you know, they're all vibing together. And the clientele that comes here, they come here almost every day. Okay. Most people are here on a regular basis. That if you come solo, somebody will say, "Come sit with me." Yeah,
because they know it's turned into more of a culture.
I want it to be more of a family vibe, not a competition, not who's better looking, who's has more money. Yeah. So that's why I put a lot of color. Bob Marley, Muhammad Ali, these are big icons, you know, and they were all about promoting happiness, and you know, that's kind of why I put this kind of colors into
built it into that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you doing now on Instagram that's working for you now that you're open?
So now that we have a sanitization machine over here, this is something new that the company gave it to me, V Sanitizer. They gave it to me. I said, here, advertise this. Yeah. So what it does, it checks your temperature. Okay. You can input all your information on there. It has a hand sanitizer machine. You know, so I'm kind of promoting that we are clean. All these things are sanitized. Yeah. I bought about 80 of these. Okay. I put a lot of money into it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not cheap to open a hookah.
No, and then I had to take my own line of credit and use my own money and buy these, because to sanitize this hose, it won't taste very nice after. It takes some time to, you know,
air dry it.
So I needed to buy more that when you use them, we're sanitizing those in the back.
And then they're continuing going on. Yeah.
Exactly, right? So I'm trying to advertise more of the safety. Yeah. COVID is a scary thing. You know, it is a scary thing for people. And another thing that came out was I made custom-made masks. Okay. You know, I went to China, right? So I met some lady in China, and I just messaged her. I'm like, hey, you have a connection for masks. Yeah. So now that promotes my company while being safe.
So you're using COVID pretty much to help as a support system. Kinda. In a weird way, you're using, because people have to wear masks, and the fact, can people buy masks if they come here and smoke a shisha with you?
And then they put their mask on and they blow it through their mask, take some Snapchat pictures because it looks cool. Yeah. You know, so I kind of use COVID to my benefit. Why cry? Yeah. You know, why cry about it? Why, you know, it sucks, but I took some things that I could from there and promoted it and made it pretty up there. I got a call yesterday from New Zealand. Okay. They asked me, hey, where are you located? I said, Vancouver. They're like, where the heck is that? I'm like, Canada. They're like, how is this popping up on our Instagram? Yeah. I'm like, oh, I don't know, man. Come down here when it's
showing up in their feed.
Yeah. So it's kind of cool that it's getting around. And this name is very, for Fijians, it's a big name.
Yeah. And the culture that it comes down to, like, you're going to attract just the culture side of it too. Like, the Fijian culture will probably start to support you pretty heavily.
And we serve something called kava here, which is a national drink. You've had it? Yeah. Yeah, it's a national drink that the Queen has had. The Prince Harry had a big ceremony in Fiji just for him to have it. I think 10,000 people are watching him drink
the kava.
Right. So we're trying to bring that culture, like you're saying, is educate people that, you know what, when you do go to Fiji, you're gonna already know what kava is. Yeah. You're already gonna know how to say bula and, you know, kind of know a little bit. Yeah.
So now, have you tried? I know the hookah space is an interesting one. I know we can't do it with some of the cigar friends and stuff that own lounges and things. But have you tried to run any paid advertising, because you don't have hookah in your name, so you can probably get away with it a little bit?
No, unfortunately, I tried and they blocked my account.
Okay, so you got banned.
So I might have to go around with it, some way around. I don't really know that part yet. Like, I did watch some YouTube stuff, but I didn't really learn that yet, right? But paid advertising didn't work.
All right, so we're going to transition this a little bit into marketing lesson for you here. So on Instagram, there's one thing that you probably should be doubling down, and especially for the fact that you're building an Instagram following, is I would just try and reach out to influencers locally. Okay, and like DM them and say, hey, come hang out, bring 6 of your friends, hookah on me. So let's say, for example, when someone's here, they're smoking shisha or smoking a hookah, they're taking a video, they're tagging you in it, right? So what you can do is I'm sure when you go to Cactus, you see a little QR code. So Instagram just launched their QR codes.
Oh.
Okay, most people don't know that. So if you can go onto your Instagram page and you print out and put them all on your tables and say, take a picture, scan that, tag us in it. Next time, when you tag us in it, you're gonna get an incentive the next time. So whatever it is, whether you want to give them 10% off, 15% off, 20% off. What that does is using the software that we've built and a lot of the small businesses now that they're using is through the QR code, or even if they don't scan the QR code, even if they just tag you in it and in your pictures, Instagram picks it up and feeds it into the DMs. Our software picks it up and says, myself or Miguel or whatever. That account is now in your list. So you're building a list inside of Instagram. So let's say you're having a slow night. Now you've got a list of, 300 people that are on your list. Hey guys, if you can blast every single one of them. So are you familiar with email marketing? Like understanding how email marketing works? Really. So when you can reach out to every single one. So let's say you're having a dead night here, right? You go onto your computer and you can literally send to every single one of them saying, hey, for anybody that comes here in the next 4 hours, we're gonna give you an additional 25% off. And that's all inside Instagram.
That's your clientele that you already have.
That's my clientele that you already have because they've already been here, they've come here, they've shared it, they know exactly what's going on. Right? So it's like no one is doing it, and especially for the fact that you're double downing on Instagram, it's impressive because most people have not figured out, most small businesses in today's day and age have not figured out how to monetize Instagram, and you've done it, and you've done a phenomenal job. And what you can't do, like we've got clients that are in LA that are, pretty high-end restaurants and stuff. They're using it because this is an Instagrammable experience. Yeah. Right? Now, if I'm here, I'm going to fucking, for sure, like when I come back with the boys, I'm going to sit here and take a video of it, take a picture of it, share it on my Instagram. I'm going to tag you in it. And let's say if I tag Bula Lounge and it all of a sudden Bula Lounge automatically responds in the DMs that says, hey, thanks for sharing. Here's an extra 15% off. What does that do from a communication perspective where people think that you're sitting back there responding to everybody, but you're not?
So yeah, kind of what thing I did is a little bit different that I've seen a lot of hookah lounges copying is that when they do tag me, I add their story and I repost it to my story.
Yeah, so you're sharing it.
I'm sharing their story so people are like, oh wow, this guy's, But sometimes now I'm in the back, I can't do it, so this automated thing kind of interesting.
Yeah. So it's like the little things that you can do on the Instagram side, and I think you can double down pretty heavily. There's a lot of influencers in Vancouver. There's a lot of not influencers from a perspective of like big following, but people that have that following of like, even for example, I don't want to drop any names and I'll give you some names after, but there's people that I know that I follow that have serious influence in the Vancouver market that go to hookah lounges all the time. And if you just go and reach out to them and say, hey, come here, share this in your stories, and whether it's bring 6 of you guys, like hook it up, because what's it, 6 times 3 is not much, not a lot of money, but it's like, but they get to share it. Now, all of a sudden, you're tapping into their audience. Their audience is coming here. They're sharing it on their stories. Now you're building a list, and that's continuously. Soon enough, you'll just own the whole fucking street. Yeah. You'll be buying all the hookah lounges here very soon, because they'll be coming knocking on your door.
So I'm one of the only lounges open till 3 right now. So
how did you get away with that?
That's a secret. Because some of the other lounges might watch it. And eventually they'll figure it out. I'll give them the chance to figure it out when they
so you got around it. Yeah. Obviously, growing up, for my audience knows this very, very close. I grew up in Dubai part of my life. So I've been smoking these fucks since I could ever remember. But over there, you can go have your Arabic tea, have some places there if you know the right places, they'll serve you beer and alcohol. There's obviously no alcohol permits for this.
So I did have alcohol at the start.
Okay.
But the clientele that was coming in and the vibe that I organized at the start from December, remember that vibe I was trying to tell you, it was changing.
Okay.
Alcohol made these things break. I broke 9 of these.
Damn.
And these are $700 each.
Okay.
Right? So it just didn't work out, man. And we're coming to hookah lounges to relax, to enjoy, sit down with your buddies or your girlfriend, boyfriend. Chill out. Yeah, and I haven't seen in my life, I haven't seen so many Tinder dates.
Come here? Really?
It's crazy. They come here and they sit. And I'm like, okay, so for 2, they're like, yeah. And I give them a seat. They're like, they sit up across from each other. I'm like, huh.
What's going on here?
What's going on? And then I see, and then he's like, yeah, I'm on a Tinder date, man. I'm like, oh, cool. And one guy just keeps coming with different girls. And
he's figured out the experience.
Yeah,
he wants to bring the girls to the experience.
And then they come here again on their own.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool. I'm like, hey, keep doing what you're doing, man. Yeah. Right? So the alcohol didn't work out for me.
Okay. Which is fair. But this is more of a, like you said, it's a vibe. It's a chill. Like you're just chilling with people. You're kind of hanging out.
Yeah.
So your average clientele right now, are you seeing it from a certain demographic, a younger demographic, an older demographic?
Right now, like I said, the Instagram, that's more of a 20-year-old to like 28-year-old crowd.
Okay.
But I am seeing people bringing their mothers, their fathers, their grandparents. You know,
really?
they come in here drinking, trying the kava drink. Because everyone's heard of it.
Yeah.
You know, most people have heard of it. If you went to Fiji, you tried it. But you come to Canada,
you don't get to see it.
You can't really get it anywhere. So they're like, hey, my mom's here. I'm like, oh, wow. My dad's here. I'm like, oh, that's
cool.
great.
Yeah.
You know? And then my mom and dad are here in the daytime cleaning.
Yeah.
Sometimes they come to drop some stuff. So they're seeing, oh,
Nathan's doing something good. He's bringing family back together.
His family's here, so why can't I bring my own?
Yeah.
Right. So that's the kind of vibe that I like, and it's going well.
Okay.
Thank God it's going well. You know, let's keep it that way. Right?
Keep it going that way.
Yeah.
12 months from now, let's say lockdown 2 doesn't happen for your fucking sake. Let's say it doesn't happen, which there's talks of it happening. What is the next 12 months? What's your goal in the next 12 months with this place?
For me, honestly, the main thing right now is to pay off the loan.
Okay.
You know, that it is a big loan, right? Once I pay that off, then I'm technically making money.
Yeah.
Right? Right now, every penny that I'm taking from here is going directly to the
business.
loan.
Yeah.
Right? The money that I'm using, like I'm still wearing, if you see, my pants is ripped.
Yeah.
I could have went and bought some nice stuff, but I'm saving every penny I can to pay off that loan. Once I pay that loan off, then I can relax.
Relax and chill out.
Our slow days are like Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah.
Right, I'm trying to bump those days, kind of like what your idea said. If I can do that, hey, come here 20% or whatever, you know, that's cool. Maybe another location.
Yeah,
you know
get another location.
Yeah, someone in San Francisco DM'd me. They're saying, hey, we'll fly you out here. You come here. We have a hookah lounge. We want you to rebrand it, and we want to franchise your name and your hookahs.
There you go.
I'm like, I don't really know how to do that, right?
But that's a huge opportunity right there, man, because you have the rights to these specifically, from what I understand, North America wide. Or just Canada wide?
Just Canada right now. Okay. They want to do it to North America, but I wasn't ready because I have so much else stuff
going on.
So much to deal with.
Yeah.
But maybe eventually, hey, if in 6 months this is going well, we're the only lounge open at this time. Yeah. If it goes well, hey, I make some money, I can hire more staff and just let it run and go do these kind of things.
So, what interested them outside of the fact that you have this hookah?
Social media.
Okay.
Social media. The way the social media is. How are they seeing our lounge while they're in San Francisco? Yeah. Lounges in Russia, Dubai, they're all following us. Yeah. Like there's a company called X Shisha. Okay. They follow, I think, 30 people. Okay. And one of them is us.
Oh, damn.
Right? And they have, 70,000 followers.
Okay.
And one of them is us. So people are clicking on those, who are they following, and looking and seeing who they're following. Yeah. They see us. Coming back. How the heck are they following you? Yeah. Then they look at our page, which is organized, you know. Yeah. Christian here took some crazy pictures and videos that we've made, right? So they're looking at it, they're like, huh, how are you doing this? Yeah. How are you getting these followers? Yeah. Right? So now they kind of want to use that name. Okay. So I'm trying to build this name. If I can build this name and open in different areas.
Okay, so then here's an incentive for you. So every single time, do you still have people waiting? So yesterday you were pretty packed.
Yesterday was packed. Saturday was a lineup of 50 people. Okay. Police came outside just to sit outside to help us.
Really?
To organize a line.
Damn.
Right, because they know I work for transit.
Okay.
So they're kind of on our side and they're here helping us, and they know we're trying our best just to make money, man. Right? Yeah, small business.
So here's what you can do. So here's the thing. So the quickest way to do it, DM us Bula. When you come in, show it to one of the guys that are helping you, and we'll give you a free drink. Mm-hmm. Right? So now what they're doing is you're building a list. And then when they come in here, as you're sitting them down, it's like, hey guys, enjoy your hookah. Do you mind just sharing it and tagging us on your Instagram story? Now that's opening up that conversation.
So you think I should say it to them?
100%.
I've never told one person to share it
100%. If you ask someone to do it, 90% of the people will do it.
Kind of shy, you know. Yeah. I don't want to be pushy in that way, right?
But you own a business, man. You gotta be pushy to a certain degree. It's like, people are here. Why not incentivize them?
You know, at the end of the day, as straightforward as I can say, it's about money.
Yeah. Everybody in business is about money. I don't care if it's Elon Musk or Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
You're serving a large audience, but you're making a bit of money in the back end.
Exactly. My parents bought a house at 55 years old. Yeah. You know, we rented a house for how many years? I don't want to do that. Yeah. By 30 years old, I want to have my own house. Like not a condo, a house. Yeah. You know, I want to have that set. So it is about money, but it's also about helping people too for me. And this concept is that the people that come in here, I would sit and talk to them and explain that kind of lifestyle that I had and how to get out and what I did. And, you know, I want to show, if I can help one kid out of that, I'm happy. You know what? Don't go sell drugs. Don't go be part of a gang. You know, I'm 26. Yeah, it is tough. But hey, I'm making some pretty good money, man. Yeah. Right? You can do it too. You know, that's kind of what I want. To help people, but also make money at the same time. So in 12, 24 months, if I can open a few locations and maybe grab some of those kids.
Yeah.
Say, hey,
here's
the
job.
manager.
Yeah. You're running this
place. You run the show here. You tell people what to do. And watch my style and see how I do it, and you do it the same way. You're gonna make lots of money.
You would be surprised. My majority of my following currently, so I've got my Instagram following is pretty split. Majority of my following is under the age of 18.
Really?
Yeah. Why? Because they see what you've built. They see the social media, and like we're living in such a social media driven world. In this specific business, your money for your entire business is the people that will be, even if they come here every single week.
So the one thing I did here, it's not because obviously the money is important right now, is that I did drop the price for regulars. If I see them on a regular basis, they walk in, I'm like, hey, orange mint?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah. Okay, cool. They come, they pay $25. It's a $5 discount, but they appreciate something, you know?
Here's an interesting theory I didn't think of. Why don't you charge get the regulars on like a subscription plan?
How so?
So get them, let's say they're coming in 25, let's say they're charging you $25. You charge them $25 a month or
right.
$50 a month. Let's stop it a little bit. $50 a month. They get 2 hookahs every single month. They come in on their subscription plan. But it's automatically charging their credit card whether they come in or they don't, $50 a month. And you can offer that to them inside of so if they share it, it's like, hey, we're launching a subscription plan. Now, when people come in for 50, you can do 3 different tiers. $50, 2 hookahs a month, so it's already discounted. 75, 300, I don't know, figure out the numbers on what makes the most sense for you, but you're getting that money, and that's guaranteed money, that's coming into your business every single month. My biggest thing that a lot of my clients will pay me a lot of times is, like car washes. Right now I'm consulting a lot of car washes, and a lot of car washes is, in Vancouver specifically, during the winters, most people don't wash their cars because it's pissing rain, whatever. Right. But it's like during the summers, they're washing their cars once a week. Every week. So I go, like one of the guys that we're consulting right now, I'm like, okay, so majority of your people are going to use your car wash during the spring and summers. But if you're charging them throughout the year and they're signed up for a 12-month, $50 a month every single month, they may abuse it during the summers, but the rest of the year they're still fucking paying you.
Yeah.
You've still got that money coming in. The COVID thing is an interesting one, and that's where I think that you going down the subscription model will help you a lot. And the reason being, I think the subscription model will help you a lot is because then let's say even if you add an extra $1,000 a month.
Yeah, that's minimum. Big money.
Right, right. $1,000 a month over the next 5 to 6 months. But that's $1,000 guaranteed is coming in whether a person walks to the door and buys a hookah or doesn't. Your business model is based on a static income. Someone's got to walk in the door, they got to sit down, they got to buy a shisha, they got to buy a drink. And what you can do is, hey, when you sign up for a subscription, bring a friend and we'll give them a shisha for free.
Yeah,
there's so many different ways. It's just getting creative, but it's forcing that.
So does it sound weird to you that other lounges have made happy hour hookahs, they've done all this, and in my mentality, I didn't want to do that because it would lower my standard. If I know that my price is up there, this is a premium hookah. Yep. I don't want to lower it for them because other lounges are. But
you're not lowering the hookah. You're just because you're lowering the percentage on your revenue, but you're guaranteeing yourself the revenue. So you're buying that future pay. So, for example, on our software, right now our cheapest monthly plan is $247 a month. But on the back end of it, we know that for a $247 a month person will sit with us for 9 months. Right, so like 247 times 9, we can almost guarantee you 1 in 3 is going to stick to that 247 every single month. They're going to pay us that money no matter what. It's going to take you about 12 months before you know what the average stick rate is, but it's the same mentality. Most people, when they open a business, they look at a business from the perspective of how can I just get money today and just kind of pay the bills for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right, like and there's nothing wrong with it, which is the average business person that goes into it. But if you can build a business today but get paid for the next 12 months or 9 months or 8 months, how does that turn your entire business model around?
Right. I'm always open for ideas. I'm not that kind of person that I just do my own thing, right? I'm probably gonna go watch all your YouTube videos. I watched 2 before
came in here. Yeah. No. Why should they come check it out?
Well, they can come here and know they're always welcome. Like I said earlier, it doesn't matter what you wear, how you act, you're all welcome. You know what? Coming here, you'll see me. Yeah. I'm here 7
every
days,
single day. Yeah.
Until I probably will be here 7 days. As much as I say I might want to take a day off, I won't. When you come here, the vibe is different, man. Yeah. You come here, you're relaxed. Yeah. That's one thing. And thank God, knock on wood, there has never been no fight here. Yeah. Nothing has happened like that because of the vibe, because of the music, because the DJ understands that when he is here, we will play these hype songs that came out that are more gangster about shooting and everything. Yeah. But when I see that crowd, I text them, I'm like, hey, change it. Yeah. And we throw in the Backstreet Boys, throw in the Bob Marley, you know? It's a different vibe. It's not a place where you need to worry. Yeah. Some places, like, you would go and I'm sitting here and I know people are behind me. I have a phobia. Yeah. That I don't like people behind me. Yeah. Because you never know what's going to happen, right? Here you can chill. It's just relaxing. Yeah. You know, it's really nice that the last few days people are coming from Edmonton, Toronto. They're like, hey, we heard of you. Yeah. We heard of your shisha. Shisha is banned in Edmonton. Really? Yeah, they just banned it July 1st. So people are flying here
to come and hang out. To
come and try this shisha. Okay. And I think I've sold like 20 of them so far.
Like the actual shishas?
The actual shisha, yeah.
So people can buy these from you too?
You can buy them. Okay. You can buy them from me now.
So it's not just the hookah?
No. Okay. No, you can take this hookah lounge and this vibe and take it home. Damn.
Right? So then there's an opportunity. Now, where can people find you?
Instagram, Google, what else we got?
What's your Instagram?
Bula Hookah Lounge.
Bula Hookah Lounge.
Bula Hookah Lounge.
And you guys are open 7 days a week?
7 days a week.
But weekends, you guys got some crazy hours.
Yeah, on the weekends, we open from 5 p.m. to 3 a.m. On the weekdays, it's 6 p.m. to 1 a.m.
So guys, this is an interesting one. So what I'm going to do, as every single episode that you guys are going to see, we've shared a little bit of things that Nathan can do on this video. Once again, I'm going to break down an entire plan for him right after this. And then we're going to see, as long as he implements it, and we can kind of track, because the guys are going to track the progress on what's going on with Bula Hookah Lounge over the next 6 months. So what I'm doing is after this, we'll sit down, kind of give you some ideas, brainstorm on some things that you can do to increase revenue. Because my goal for you is to help you increase revenue in this place. Because if you can increase revenue, people are going to share it. You're going to build a real fucking business at the end of the day. And then as long as he implements it, like, you know, we're going to come back 6 months from now. We're going to do a shorter version and say, okay, what changed from this interview to the next one? Okay. Yeah. So for those of you guys that are in Vancouver, like I said, come check out Bula Hookah Lounge. Nathan is actually going to give the specific people that are watching this and the local Vancouverites, but you got to say you came from locally owned. What are they going to get if they come?
Yeah, you got to say you came from locally owned. You know what? We'll give you actually 25% off a hookah, and we'll give you. You know what? Have you heard of Fago?
Yeah.
You know what Fago is?
Yeah, I haven't tried it yet, but
there's that song called Blueberry Fago. Yeah. I give you 25% off and a free Fago.
There you go. So you get a Fago and you get a 25% off a shisha. You can come and enjoy it, see why I like it right here at Bula.
You got to make sure you said locally owned.
Nathan, thanks for having me. Thank you very much. Thanks for setting up the hookah. This is a cool experience. I'm going to buy one of these for my place because it's going to be pretty sick for me to have added to the collection, as most of you have already seen my collection at home.
You won't see this anywhere else.
You won't see this one anywhere else. I got to have one for myself now. But yeah, go follow Nathan. If you're in Vancouver, come check it out. I'm going to bring some guys out and hang out with you. See you in the next episode.